right, well, the work's all done. So I just wanted to sit down and talk, have a casual conversation with you guys. I'm watching that old purple-tailed wasp right there. If that tells you how warm it's been here in Louisiana since duck season ended and after Ice NATO. I used to do these kinds of videos all the time, or after every duck season. Then you'll notice I kind of got off of them. But I'm back to do one now just because you guys asked for them. You send me messages asking about duck season and products and all the stuff, right? So I just want to break it down for you. Simply just talking. We'll probably lay some footage over some of this other stuff as I talk about it. But man, what a great duck season 2025, 2026 was. And I think the reason it was so good has nothing to do with numbers. It has nothing to do with anything other than I remembered to have fun duck hunting again. You know, I'd gotten in a deal running Duck Commander and all that kind of stuff where it definitely became more work than fun. And that should be expected. You should take pride in your job and do all those things. But this year specifically, I committed to having fun duck hunting again. And man, what a difference that mindset makes. I can say this, you're more free in your hunting. You're not so tense. You don't make weird mistakes from that because you are free, because I hate to say it, but you kind of don't care what happens, right? And like for me, that looked like I just turned 40 back in August, and I kid you not, the guy behind this camera right here can tell you, he's been following me around, I don't know, 5-6 years now. This is hands down the best I've ever shot at 40 years old. I consider myself a pretty good shot, but this year, for whatever reason, I shot really well. There were lots of days where I shot the minimum amount of shells to get my ducks, and that always makes duck hunting fun, right? Like if you shoot really well, you know, you don't need that many opportunities to then get your 6 ducks or your 4 ducks or whatever you're after when you shoot good. So it's, of course, part of that is being snobby and letting ducks finish and let them get in there right. And all that. So, and the other deal was this year we went on we decided to take it upon ourselves to do our best to not shoot hens. Now it happens, like accidental things happen. I can tell you right now, I killed exactly 3 mallard hens this year. Hunted 50 something days, killed a lot of mallards, but only 3 hens. And only one of those was intentional. I did that on day 1, duck 1, to make everybody laugh because we had decided that we weren't going to do that. So I saw a moment to have a good laughter moment with everybody. And, you know, we did it. I did it. The other 2 were totally unintentional. One of them was in Arkansas with Fred and Andrew. I shot a wood duck drake on the water, and whenever I looked over there, there was a wood duck drake and a mallard hen laying there. I don't even know where she was. I never saw her. I don't know anything about it, but I do know I'm the only one that shot, and there were 2 dead ducks. So guilty as charged. You know, there's a lot of talk about what's going on in ducks and what's wrong and what's right. And man, I figured, to me, what always fixes everything for hunters and game is make more babies. Well, how do you make more babies? You let the females go. You know, some of y'all know this, some of you don't. I actually do have biology degrees, so I am somewhat classically trained in this stuff. And my professor, my major professor from graduate school, Dr. Tolson, she had a line that I loved, and I thought it was just a slap in the face to males, but she said, sperm is cheap and eggs are expensive. And now, as I've gotten older, I really understand what that means, especially in the world of ducks. Like, one drake can service a lot of hens. They're not humans. They do pair bond, but once that one hen goes to the nest and he's kind of alone, he will gallivant. So if you kill the boys, there's still plenty of boys to service all the hens. But if you kill the girls, then all of a sudden, you're taking generations of ducks away. And that is something that I wish we would regulate even a little closer. I'm against more regulation in general. However, there's no reason to have 2 mallard hens in our limit. There's just not. I'm happy with 1 for accidents and weird things that happen, like the 2 unintentional ones that I did. I'm happy to have 1 in there so that you're not regulated out of a duck hunt, right? Or like you don't regulate yourself into a problem. Or when the ducks come in at daylight, if you got people that aren't necessarily experienced and they shoot a hen, that's okay. Like, that's not a problem. But there's no reason to have that second hen in there. None of us, I say, none of us are duck hunting because we're hungry. If you, with the way everything's priced these days, if you can afford to duck hunt, you're probably not depending on the duck for the meal anymore. Now, I do love eating ducks, so to say that, you know, I would miss eating ducks if duck season went away. But I don't have to have ducks to survive, is what I'm saying. I do eat them, and if I don't eat them, I clean them and I give them to people. So I got a list of folks here. That's another question y'all ask all the time. What do y'all do with all the ducks? Whatever we don't eat, we give away. They do not go in a dumpster. They do not go in a pile somewhere. They're not ruined. They're not lost. They are consumed by everybody. So that is one thing we do. And going through this summer, you'll see that because I vacuum sealed a lot of ducks to do some different cooking videos this summer. So it'll be fun, man. We're going to have fun with that. But that's kind of the status of ducks. I would say overall our duck numbers seem to be struggling. I think we all know that. I will say this, I was very encouraged. So the last week of the season, you know, we had that ice storm, do everything here, and, you know, the ducks showed up like they should. When a big winter storm happens, they go south, they get out in front of it. But I was very encouraged by the number of hatchier birds that we killed. That is always a good thing because that means you had a good hatch, right? Like up until that, I was a little concerned because we weren't taking many hatchier birds. A lot of them were after hatch year. You know, there's no way to really tell on a duck if he's 2, 3, 4, 5, none of that. You can't track him really unless he's banded. But, you know, when I saw all the juveniles show up late in the year, I was like, okay, so that gives me hope that there were more ducks made than maybe even we thought, right? So, and now that those ducks, they came down here, they know where Louisiana is. And the important thing is that we let all the girl ducks go. We had really good hunting those last few days, and we never shot a brown one. So that was really cool that we had the opportunity to be that choosy, and that everybody had the opportunity to be that choosy. So we shot all boys every day. It was great. So, you know, but overall, I would say it seems to be, you know, I used to keep a log of all this, and I'll tell you why I quit and I'm only taking a brief pause in the log, because I became too concerned with the numbers. I became almost obsessed with the numbers. And again, I wanted to remember to have fun duck hunting. I became like, man, if we don't get our 15 duck a day average, what did we work all summer for? I forgot. You know, I was tying those results to my work, and that's not what you should do when you're duck hunting or deer hunting or to any resource. The results don't equal the work. If you try to do that equation, it's never going to balance out, right? Like if you're worried about the amount of hours and dollars you spent on ducks versus what you kill, if you try to do that math, you're always going to lose. So I took a little bit away, stepped back from the logs, but I'll get back into the logs going forward, especially when the boys get a little older so that I can write down and journal the hunts with them. You know, and so it was a cool year, man. I got to try out some new stuff. Let me show you this guy right here. The Benelli AI 28 gauge. I got him about halfway through the season. This one is with Cerakote Brown and Realtree Max 7 on it. And man, this gun shot flawlessly, right? Y'all know I love little bores. I love shooting guns with less recoil, less noise. I think it adds less pressure to your ducks. I think being quieter is a good thing for your hearing. I think it's good all around, and inherently it makes you get the ducks closer to make sure that, you know this. Look, this 28 gauge. Look, I put this one in here so I'd have one to talk about. But this 28 gauge paired with this right here, this heavy 12 tungsten number 6s, I dare say this is a 50-yard gun. You can kill a duck dead at 50 yards, no problem. Now, should you shoot ducks at 50 yards? No. Get them in there, finish them. If they want to be snobs and just keep like tipping right over the top of your decoys and not quite finish them, well, then go ahead and shoot him. We don't want him in the gene pool anyway, right? We don't want that rascal breeding and passing that gene along. But take your time, get them in there right, and this gun right here, 28 gauge, Super Black Eagle 3 is more than enough. The rest of the year, like I said, I didn't get this one until after January 1st, but I shot the Benelli Super Black Eagle 3 28 gauge, love it. I've had it for a couple of years. The same with the 20 gauge. So I shoot the 20 gauge a lot when we're taking people. It's a little bit better gun for cleaning up cripples. Whenever your shooters may not be as skilled as you are. So it's a little better for cleaning up cripples, but generally we try to load those people at the first of the season. And then the second half of the season is just for us. And so that's why I generally swap about midway through to 28 gauge exclusively. So, you know, I ran the Higdon Legacy Mallards. You can see them right there. Flocked heads, held up pretty good. I've already been in discussions with them. I think there's a little bit we can do better on them with the heads and some of the color things. But they look great. The ducks finished over them. I guarantee you go through them right there. There's two things. They're gonna have BB holes in them and they're gonna have blood on them, if that tells you how close the ducks were getting to them. So, you know, shovelers, teal, all the things by Higdon. These gadwalls, though, are game winners from Academy Sports and Outdoors. So I don't use a lot of gadwall decoys, but I do like having them as an option because we do have gadwalls here. As far as motion goes, you can see over my shoulder there, the Pulsator Pro packs, man, those guide packs with the bigger batteries, longer running batteries, phenomenal if you like water motion like that. I use the swimmer too. So the swimmer Pro was fantastic. It didn't arrive till a little bit later in the year. So I only got to use it a few times, but man, it looks good. I love swimming decoys. I love water motion. I don't so much love this motion, spinning wing decoys, as much as I love water motion. So anything that moves the water, even a regulation jerk string, I'm in on. That's the kind of stuff I like. Spinners have their place, their time and their place. But for video and ducks, it makes it real hard. Because a lot of times, you'll have that one duck that'll come in super quick out of the bunch and he'll just sit down while you're trying to finish the rest of the bunch. And I found they sit longer if there's no spinner. So while you're waiting on the rest of the ducks to get in there, a lot of times not having a spinner will do that. Now, if you're just duck hunting, by all means, like that camera that I'm looking into right now saves a many a duck's lives. So if you're just duck hunting and you don't have to worry about the camera, then run all the spinners you want to, right? But for us, trying to finish them and get all that stuff in there right, tight, all that, I just generally speaking don't run them. But I will, bright sunshine, big winds, I'll use them. They do well then. One of the number one MVPs from this season, Mo Marsh makes it. It's a little bench seat. I don't know if y'all have tried them Marsh stools. I cannot stand a Marsh stool. I have never found one that I liked. I'm a big boy. I'm almost 6'5", I'm 270 pounds. I'm a big dude. Momarsh makes a bench seat now. Praise God for that thing, because you can put it anywhere. It gets as high as you need to get generally with the water that you're going to be hunting. And man, you sit there, it's got a mesh seat on it, so comfortable. Put it up against a tree, you got a backrest, like it's got little pockets on it for your shells. Great for dove hunting, also great for duck hunting. 10 out of 10, recommend that thing. Another MVP for the season for me, the Kawasaki Ridge Crew, man. That thing, we've always, if you go back and look at my videos for the past 10 years, even on the Duck Commander channel stuff, when you see me in a Kawasaki rig. There was no paid. We paid for those. We bought those. As time went on, the folks at Kawasaki took notice and said, we want you to try our Ridge Crew out. Use this Ridge Crew all season, man. If you're in the market for a full cabbed side-by-side, by all means, give it a look. This thing has done everything I've asked of it and more. And I'm talking about in the field and even at the house. Y'all saw me riding around town on it during the ice storm. And then once we got to cleaning up, that bed held more than you wanted to put in it at one time to load and unload. So it's got the dump bed on it. So, you know, that made it actually really nice on unloading those deals, was just be able to grab the handles on the side, open the tailgate and let her rip and go right into the fire. So that was very handy. You know, for me, I'll say this, not a coffee guy, never have been. I tried it. I don't see how y'all like that stuff. I don't like it until you turn it into ice cream, which then kind of seems counterproductive. But Mountain Ops Ignite keeps me going through the season. Just a little shot of caffeine, it's got like 200 milligrams caffeine, everything else in it. It's got your vitamin C, all that stuff. Really good for you, gives you immune support. You know, just all good things. Still shooting kicks, chokes, kicks full. The reason you don't see a kicks in that AI is because we're not quite done with it yet. Working on getting it sized right and getting everything good for that. So you'll see that coming up. Probably see one screwed in there for turkey season. I am gonna apparently break my drought and go turkey hunting. My wife has been begging me. We haven't been since the boys made an appearance. So her and I will definitely probably go turkey hunting this year. It's not my favorite thing to do, but you do stuff for your spouse because she enjoys it. She really enjoys turkey hunting. So our problem is Louisiana sucks. So you got to go somewhere else to turkey hunt. So that's always been an issue, like getting enough time off. But now I got a little more freedom in my schedule. So, oh, another one, new partner coming on board, and you're going to see this series starting to drop soon with Next Level Pet Food Band. Those guys, they're my buddies. So glad to be able to work with those guys again, and we're going to, got a new puppy from Southern Oak Kennels. Her name is Josie, and yeah, we're going to show you all the process of going from a puppy to a hunting dog, man, but not just making a hunting dog, making a family dog too, because there's, you know, I've always heard for years you can't have both. You can't have a hunter and a house dog. I'm here to tell you that's false. You can, and so we're going to show you how that's done. And thanks to the people over at Next Level Pet Food, they're going to work with us. Antoine and the guys over there, Antoine, Scott, Brandon, all my buddies. I've known them for years. So super excited to do that this summer. Got that coming for you guys. Obviously, we're going to go around and catch bass, catch crappie, and jump on there with oldgodwinguides.com. Me and Johnny Godwin going to go catch some crappie together. Then we're going to catch some bass together. And really just try to bring y'all along for everything this summer, this spring and summer has to offer. Going to do a lot of habitat work. We got a lot of work to be done. Our one farm we've really kind of let go while we've been working on this place here at the house. So this year our full attention is going to be on that farm. We got some woody succession we got to set back. Get it back to grasses, get it back to moist soil stuff. It is a place that we do not plant. It is all natural and all native. So we're going to have a beaver battle on our hands up there that I'm certain will win. And then we'll show you the process of reclaiming like some grassland stuff, how we do it. Try to do it naturally, try to do it without chemicals, but sometimes you got to get chemicals involved. So You know, there's just a lot of things, man. Was super fortunate to be able to hunt with a lot of good people this year. Got to jump up to Missouri with my friend Ira McCauley. I've known Ira for years now. You know, he's one of the co-owners of Habitat Flats. He's under the gun right now because of flooded corn, and wherever your stance is on that, I think y'all know where my stance is on it. It's like, I just don't care. What they do up there is not going to determine the amount of work I put in right here to make habitat for ducks. So, you know, there's no doubt that corn has holding power, especially when it gets cold. But I'll say this, man, as soon as it is not cold, man, those ducks go to moist soil. So native, natural is great, and that's what we try to do here. We're going to plant some different stuff here, though, that'll be kind of new. We're trying to put in some visual buffers, so that we can go back and forth without bumping ducks. Like, cause you need visual isolation from them too. Problem is sometimes they get in places where there is no visual isolation and you got to drive right by them. So we're gonna try to build borders with some giant Sudan sorghum stuff. We're gonna try everything we can to build a border and a buffer where the ducks don't see us. They'll hear us, but a lot of times I've seen it, man, they can hear you. As long as they don't see you, they don't get up. So we're trying to really isolate them to reduce pressure, to reduce stress, because every time they get up to fly, that's more calories burned, more energy expended. So we're gonna try to get them where they can just sit there and chill and be ducks, take care of them. So yeah, we're gonna have some fun, man. It's gonna be some different stuff. You know, it's gonna just, my goal for the off season is for it to be as fun as duck season again. Same deal. I've got a lot of traveling speaking. In fact, tomorrow I leave to go to Minnesota, speaking up there in a men's deal Saturday night and Sunday morning. Get back home, and then I got another one up around Memphis, Tennessee. So, you know, really excited about that. I also got the invitation to do the Bassmaster Classic Pro-Am. I'm going to do that. So my spring schedule that I thought was pretty relaxed is actually going to be very busy. But that's just kind of a state of the union post duck season. Would love to hear from you guys in the comments what y'all would like to see more of, whether it's more cooking, whether it's more habitat, whether you know, whatever. I'm game for. I'm game for discussing, as long as we can have open and honest discussion and do it without name calling or mudslinging, all that. I'm here for those conversations. So I know there's been some people paint me in a corner as a bad guy from Louisiana because I don't hate flooded corn. And you know, all I'm trying to do is just have some open and honest dialogue. I want to give back to the ducks, and if their current best plan involves planting corn for the ducks, then let's plant corn for the ducks till we figure out something else to do. So that's kind of it in a nutshell for me. Obviously, still be doing the Duck Call Room podcast. You know, y'all jump over there, check that out. It's a lot of fun. I get to sit down with Uncle Si 2 times a week and just have some meaningless conversation. It's a lot of fun. And another new partner coming on board I almost forgot about. I guess because I've taken it for granted because I've used it for so long. Onyx. Man, if y'all don't have this rig, like you seriously need to look at getting Onyx, because like this year we were riding and just happenstance, just riding around, I looked down and saw some ducks in a place I ain't ever seen them before. A place we never hunted. We did film a little bit of it. I did not have my best shooting that day, but that happens too. And I just dropped a little dot on them here on the Onyx app, and then that way I knew where they were. So the next morning when we went in, we weren't going in blind or guessing. We hunted right there, shot our 18 ducks, mostly gadwalls, couple of blue wings. And it's really cool because I didn't really think nothing of it, right? Like whenever I looked at it, whenever I just dropped the pin on them, and I just wasn't paying attention really to what I was looking at. But when you zoom out and you look, it kind of just makes sense that that's a great place to hunt a duck, because this little slough separates two big bodies of water. And the ducks were at the single point where those two big bodies of water got the closest to each other. Now, you know, it's just, it's something that's way easier to see with a satellite image from above than would have probably taken you a while to figure out with just hunting there. But seeing this, and so then you can start kind of like, you start recognizing patterns on places that ducks get. It really helps you shortcut some things when you start putting these little moments together. And so again, man, if you don't have it, OnX, can't recommend them highly enough. You get the elite, you get all the memberships, you get all of you just get everything, right? Like you can look on here. You click on a piece of property, maybe you're hunting public, or maybe you're just you're door knocking, you click on a piece of property, gives you the contact information to the best of its knowledge, and can get you access to a lot of different places, man. And so, yeah, if you don't have it, check it out. It is just some really cool stuff, man. Oh, well, y'all saw me picking up the spy points. Let me give you a full review on these spy points, because I got a lot of video and a lot of footage, man. That Flex S Dark, the solar Dark, I changed batteries on those things one time from the time of, and only on one camera from August until right now, till I've picked them up. And I'll tell you why. It wasn't the camera's fault. It was my fault, because I didn't charge the internal battery before I took it to the field. The other two, I charged the internal batteries on. I never changed the batteries all year with the Flex S Dark. So it's a little more expensive up front, but do you know how nice it is to get rechargeable batteries, solar powered, that you don't have to worry about the battery all season? Never had to fool with it. And I did a lot of HD transmission back to me, so that eats up more battery. But the solar panel was able to keep the rechargeable batteries inside of it charged. So the Flex S Dark get a 10 out of 10 in my world. Here at the house, I still was using regular Flexes. I'd use Flexes. I used Flex G36 and some Flex M's here at the house because we're by these cameras all the time. So I just ran regular lithium batteries. And for our further farms away, that's where I use the rechargeable stuff, because I can't get to those as easy as I can get to the ones here at the house. I'm just looking, try to make sure I don't forget nobody. Obviously Realtree, you know, y'all seen the squirrel vest, the Magellan Outdoor Squirrel Vest, and Realtree Edge, working on some stuff there too. So maybe we'll have squirrel vests for everybody by this season. That'd probably be next season though. Yeah, and I wore this thing a ton. Y'all saw me wearing it all preseason. This is a Magellan, like, shacket, I think they call it, or shirt jacket. This one is the one that's with my buddy Jacob Wheeler. It's his signature series and his lifestyle line. So a little bit heavier material here. Great work shirt, y'all. Like, great work shirt, especially in the fall/spring when it may be a little cool in the morning and it warms up. Summer, it's going to be a little too much. But, you know, my folks over at Academy, they're great. Y'all have seen all the cooking I've done on the Pit Boss Competition Titan, man. That thing is fantastic. So, man, I've been really fortunate to keep a long list of partners for a lot of years. And I want to keep it that way. I want to keep my crew. Still driving the Realtree Chevrolet custom Trail Boss Edition out there. I've got almost 50,000 miles on it now, and it is, I haven't had a lick of issue out of it. No misses, no transmission, no nothing. And it hauls that Kawasaki and that Express boat all over the country doing different things. So, you know, got nothing but good things to say about that Chevrolet. And I've never had a Chevrolet, so I've never been a brand guy when it comes to vehicles. I've always been best deal. Who got the best deal going? And when I needed one. So, you know, man, it's just been really fun. I'm really fortunate to get to do this for a living. Really fortunate that it allows me to spend as much time with my kids as it does, because that's something I didn't have growing up. I grew up, my grandparents, I was the baby grandkid, so my grandparents did everything with me. You can blame them for this outdoors obsession. They took me. And dads, if I can give you one piece of advice, take them, man. Like, just take them. Don't worry about all the stuff. Do you know how many times I've changed a poop diaper on the back of that Ridge Crew, or in this case, like while we're potty training, poop pants? Like, just, rip the underwear off, throw them in the back, like, but I don't care, right? Like, they're out here. I want them involved in this outdoor lifestyle, and I can't leave them at home and expect them to get it through osmosis from me. Like, you have to involve your kids in this stuff. So, does it feel inconvenient at times? Absolutely. But was it inconvenient for somebody to take you? Absolutely. So, you know, involve the kids, man. Take them, show them the stuff. So far, thank God, the only thing my kids won't do is hold a fish. They'll touch him, they'll pet him, they'll choke him, but they will not pick him up and hold him. I don't know what that's about. But you've seen them with the ducks. They choke hold them things and hold them out there. So, yeah, man. So hopefully they'll be turning 4 this year. So they will be in the actual woods with me this year. As my goal is to take them on a legitimate hunt. And when I say hunt, I mean a time to sit with them in nature, because if they're anything like they are at home, we're not going to see anything, and that's okay. That is just okay. I'm just going to spend more time with them, man. My mom and dad worked their tails off to provide for us, and you know, didn't have a whole lot of free time to do that. Thank God I had grandparents that could afford to retire when they did and could include me and all that. And thank God that my kids have grandparents that can do the same and have done the same for them. But man, just take them. That's the only thing I can tell you. Take them, man. Involve them. Let them do the fun stuff and let them do the not fun stuff. I make sure that mine see the work that go into this, so that when they are actually able to hunt, they know that it didn't just happen, right? Like this stuff didn't just happen. We didn't just show up and here it is. You know, so they will be involved in every piece of work all the way through. And yeah, it's just going to be fun. Like I said, my goal is to remember that the outdoors are supposed to be fun. Are they my job? Absolutely. Can your job be fun? Absolutely. As long as you remember to make it fun and to have fun doing it. Don't take yourself so seriously. You're not going to ever catch me doing seminars or lectures on this is how you do it, because there's 100 different ways to do it. I've seen different ways to do it, and I've learned from those people on different ways to do it. So have fun, man. Enjoy your time. Enjoy your family. You know, take a moment, pause, thank the Creator for what's out there for us, man. And thank y'all. God bless you. And again, drop us a comment, man. Let us know what you want to see. I don't want to just be making stuff that I like, because I know I'm a niche audience, right? Like, I know the stuff I watch and ain't many people watch it, because I'm just kind of weird. I'm a nerd. So yeah, man, let's have some fun. And remember, duck season ain't 60 days, y'all. It's 365 of it. If you can get out there and help on public land, clean it up, work on stuff, do that, man. Volunteer, do those things. You'll be glad that you did. And just give something back to the ducks. We take from them their whole lives. There's nothing wrong with giving back the rest of the year. So we'll see y'all next time right here on the channel. I got to go do a podcast.